A very good morning to you, whether you're watching in Glasgow, Liverpool, Brighton or Corby. It's great to have your company this morning. It really, really is. We are The Craft Store. My name is Janice Phillips and, well, we are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week crafting. So we're very, very excited to start the day with Pink Frog Crafts and the lovely Claire.
Good morning.
How are you, Claire, this morning?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're looking well, looking well.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Oh, bless you. What have we got to look forward to on the show today?
Oh, we've got lots today. So lots of stamps.
Yes.
So kind of floral country theme this morning.
Oh, how lovely.
And then obviously some of our beautiful card as well.
Yeah, now can we have a little chat about Pink Frog Crafts? Because if you're new to the craft store and you've not seen Pink Frog Crafts, I can't even say it, Pink Frog Crafts before. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Small family business based up in Chesterfield, the lovely Gwen and Andrew, and also their daughter Kimberly, and they just do a brilliant job, and their attention to detail is second to none. That quality really matters, and what we bring to our customers.
And how important is it to get quality card? Because when you start crafting, card and paper is something that many people want to go out and buy, but we look at different prices, we look at different shops, we look at different suppliers. Isn't card just card? Isn't paper just paper?
If only. Card is super important because that's where we start, literally, if you're a paper crafter, all of our projects from. And what I love about Pink Frog Super Smooth card is it's the same whenever you buy it. If you bought it last year, if you bought it last week, if you're buying it today, it's the same quality all the time, and you can use it for so much. So we're going to use some alcohol inks on it today. We're going to use some oxides. We can put a little bit of water on it. We can use paint on it. It's just my go-to card, and it's great for construction too.
Excellent, love that. Not for building houses, for building construction-style cards and boxes. Oh, can I also say a very big happy birthday to our lovely Adam Humphries as well. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Adam. Bless him, 21 again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And again. Adam's coming up later at 8 o'clock today to get your birthday wishes in for him. Right, let's start with the first Poppy Stamps collection that we've got here. I love poppies, Claire. I love the way the petals flow in the wind. I love the way they sit there in your garden and add so much colour. And I love the way that these designs in the poppy stamps capture the essence of a poppy. And you've also got your sentiments in there as well that you can use in conjunction with other stamps, with these stamps. You know, you can have your poppy stamps as a memorial style card. You could also have them as a happy birthday style card. Definitely, and that's what I love about them, is that they can be used for so many different occasions, put different colours on them, and, you know, go for a lighter look, and they're beautiful but for birthday cards and things like that. So, yeah, fabulous. And you've got a lot of space there to colour in, and we know that poppies predominantly are red, but there's lots of different poppy colours out there, and who's to say you can't just make up your own colour poppy as well? Exactly. And I think we've got a bit of that going on today at some point as well, all kind of colours. So they are gorgeous, aren't they? Look at that. They're just so beautiful to colour in, they really are. And even if you're not colouring them in, you know, the outline, whenever you see that, you know it's a poppy. Whether you are a gardener or whether you just go out for walks, you see poppies out there in the wild, they look gorgeous, they're instantly recognisable as well. So an image like this, just absolutely beautiful. And then you can do all your different backgrounds as well and change the look of the card. Definitely, so whether you're going for something more traditional or whether you want to go for something like super modern as well, these stamps will take you on both journeys, really. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? Has that been fussy cut? Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Now, alongside your stamps, you get some card as well. That's in the other set. Yes, sorry, that is in the other set. Do you know, Janice, if you paid attention, it would help. So £14.95. We do have some card stock coming up. 562526 is your item number. Absolutely beautiful set of stamps. It really, really is. Pop those into your basket. If you want to shop ahead and have a look at the card stock, the super smooth card stock that we've got on the show, we've got plenty for you. So you can have a look on the website and you can add that to your basket at the same time if you want to. Right, that's your first item number, 441936. You're saving £3.50 on that. Or we've changed the details. Sorry. Again, Janice, pay attention. Right, this is your next item, 441936. You've got your stamps here and you've also got the true red card. What do we mean by true red, Claire?
So true red means it's red all the way through. And again, because it's pink frog, it means it's that colour red all the time. So if you started on a project and you need some more, you're always going to get the same colour. It's also acid and lignin free, so great for scrapbooking, memory books, all that kind of thing.
Perfect. Do you know what I love about this particular set? I love the poppies and I love the leaves, but I also love this gorgeous text here. Do we know what it says, Claire?
We know it's a poem,
right.
So it's a flower poem, so you can just about read it, but I think that's probably our most go-to stamp.
Really?
All the time. If you look at a lot of samples across, not just that we've got here today, but across a lot of pink frog samples, you'll just find a bit of text in the background. So either where it's like a solid piece of text or just sometimes a little bit of it stamped in a corner.
Now, this is an interesting sample because I'm just looking at this. I can see the text in the background, but then we've got a lighter area where the poppy's gone. How would that be achieved?
Mask it.
Oh, really?
So you'd stamp the poppy,
yep.
And then you'd get your mask that you've stamped and cut out, put that over the top, and then stamp the text over the top of that.
Isn't that interesting? That really, really does make it stand out. We do have some masking on the show, and you can find that on the website. Maybe using all the text in the background like that, or maybe just using part of the text, which is a good idea.
Yeah.
Because the stamp's so big, you can do.
Yeah.
You can manipulate it.
Definitely, and I have mine just on a piece of acetate. I don't very often put it on a solid block, so that I can just use like small parts of it if I want to.
This is pretty. This is a piece of slate in the shape of a love heart, and has that been embossed on there?
Yeah.
Very clever.
Yeah, it's been heat embossed in white.
Very clever. Think beyond your cards. Look at this. We've got a little tea tree, tea light holder. I always call them tea tree lights. I don't know why. You've got a tea light in there. It's just LED, so it's not going to crack the glass or anything like that. But again, stamping onto glass. How did that?
As long as you use an ink that'll go onto glass, you're fine. And then
I suppose
just use alcohol markers. Yeah.
Being made of polymer, because it's soft, it will go around.
Yeah, you would use it again, not on a block. You just use it in your hand and kind of go around the glass.
So much scope and so much to make as well, and you do have that true red card. It's 290 GSM, £14.95, 441936 is your item number, so you choose and you decide. Now, if you want to cut all of those images out, if you don't want a fussy cut, we do have a die that matches that die set. And this is what they are going to look like when you stamp them and then cut them out. They've got that lovely white border going around them, haven't they, Claire?
They have. They've. It just gives it elevates it a little bit, really.
Yeah, I love that. Isn't it gorgeous? And it saves time.
Definitely. Especially on some of these. Where you've got the stem, it's quite narrow.
Yes.
So for me personally, I find that a little bit trickier to cut out, so a die suits me down to the ground.
It certainly does. And if you're watching a certain programme at the moment, which a lot of people are, they had an episode last night that I watched where they had to cut things out. And if they didn't cut it out properly, well, they got into a lot of trouble. So it's always good to have a die set with you. Please don't get scared or have nightmares. £12.99, you get 9 dies in total. 349464 is your item number. Now, here's an interesting sample, if I may just show this, because we can stamp and we can cut out, but how about just using the die without the stamp?
Yeah, we've just used it as a silhouette there, and I think because the poppy is such a strong image,
Yeah.
it carries out. You can still tell that's a poppy with just a little bit of colour.
Recognisable, isn't it? And then taking that with the stamp, you can see that that's been cut out, but then stamped in the background. If you can see the depth, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is cool.
Yeah, love these. Some fantastic samples as well. I want to thank all the design team and Claire for doing these samples. That one, that's by you, is it, Claire?
It is, yeah, and that's just some pattern paper.
Wow.
So, you know, if colouring's not your thing, you know, there's lots of other ways to use your dies.
I think that is wonderful. I really, really do. I can hear some bells. Where are those bells? That's on one of the samples. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the jangling of the jar.
Yeah.
I thought it was bells. Anyway, 349464 is your item number if you want to go for your die set. £12.99, a great price. It really, really is for 9 dies in total. Now, we do have some other items on the show. We've got the Country Meadow. This is a beautiful stamp set. It really, really is. This is going to give you that silhouette of your country meadow. You can also, of course, use colours with your stamps, but the silhouette just looks absolutely divine. And maybe using this in conjunction with some of the poppy stamps would look terrific. It really would. £14.95, 13 stamps in total. 437241 is your item number for that one. Oh, we've also got the country scenes as well. Love this one. Do you know what I love about this? You can build your own scene. So you've got that lovely barn, you've got the windmill in the background, you've got the animals as well, and you also have that lovely rolling hills and farmland. So you can build and create your own scenes, which is fabulous. You can use as many of the stamps together collectively, or just use the odd one or two. Really like the, I think they're red kites actually flying, which look amazing if you were just to use those maybe to create borders, or maybe even use them along ribbon. 251794 is your item number for that set. And then the last one, we've got another one for you. We've got your Super Smooth Essential card. 300 GSM, 60 sheets in total. It's 20 centimetres by 40 centimetres. It's unscored, which means you can take these to your scoreboards, or you can use your bone tools on here, and you can just start folding and constructing your cards, or leave it as it is and have it as a nice scene and put it in a frame. But excellent for your stamping and lots of other techniques as well. 634253 is your item number. Right, let's head over to Claire. Any questions, of course, please do email in. It's studio@thecraftstore.com, and it's great to have your company on Facebook Live this morning as well. Right, Claire, what we're going to have a look at first?
We're going to use some alcohol markers first,
Okay.
mainly because we talk about Super Smooth and all the things it can do all the time, and we say we can use alcohol markers. We very rarely show you.
Okay.
So I thought, proof of the pudding. Let's do it.
Well, do you know what? We had a one-day special yesterday with alcohol markers, so I know lots and lots of people have bought alcohol markers from us yesterday and have them as well. So this is really, really good for you to see.
So I am just stamping out one of our precious poppies, so the large poppy, and then a happy birthday, which is from our typewriter sentiment stamp, because I just fancied a happy birthday on there. And that will just give us a good image to colour in. But what I want to do, I'm going to take that from there. I want a centrepiece that's going to pop. So I am going to line that up. And because that was 14 by 14, I know where the middle of that is. So I'm just going to line it up in there.
A happy birthday card. I wonder who needs a happy birthday card this morning. I wonder who needs to get out of a little bit of hot water this morning.
There we go. So that is basically the middle of our...
Look at that.
So that will sit in the middle of there.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to colour this little bit in. So with alcohol markers, what I like to do is I just basically colour straight away my base layer. So I'll use the lightest colour that I've got.
Okay. What's your favourite colour poppy, Claire?
I do quite like yellows and oranges.
Do you?
Yeah.
Have you seen, I don't know what the name of the poppy is, but there is a certain poppy, and you know when you get rugs and they've got all the tassels on the end of the rugs?
Yeah.
Well, it's a poppy whose petals turn into like, well, it does, it just looks like the tassels of a rug.
I know what you
They're
mean.
amazing. Saw them for the first time in a neighbour's garden the other day.
So
Incredible.
I am literally just throwing that colour down. I will then go in with one of my darker colours and just where I want it to be a little bit darker, add my next colour. But you can see I can, you know, like many of our guests on here, I'll hold my hand up and say, I do like colouring, but, you know, I'm not the best colourist in the world.
Oh, you do a fantastic job, Claire.
But I will go over areas again and again, and Super Smooth will just take that, no problem. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of a darker colour. This is a little bit of orange, and just...
Our producer and director are just looking at pictures of blue poppies at the moment, doing a little bit of research for the programme. Blue poppies are wonderful. You normally see those out in the wild, just growing randomly, like the big pink poppies you can get.
And then I will just go over again with my lighter colour, and it'll all just start to blend together. What I will say with alcohol markers is sometimes just when you've done it, just step away from it, let it dry for a little bit,
okay.
And you'll find that that blend suddenly looks as though it's happened. Whereas, as usual, we normally want everything to happen instantaneously.
Yes.
But you can see that that will just start to blend nice and easily.
I really like this idea of having that close-up of the poppy. Even if you didn't decoupage that onto your existing poppy, I think just having it like that looks brilliant. Almost like you've zoomed in on the poppy.
Yeah, you could just do a couple of different ones of those, couldn't you, on a card?
Yeah.
It'd look really nice.
I tell you what, these stamps would look great with fabric ink as well on fabric. Poppies are always lovely with fabric designs.
And then I'm just going to add a darker colour in the middle. But then what I will do is use a lighter one just to shade that out a little bit. So if you use a lighter over a dark, it almost works as an eraser. So it'll just give me that shape in the middle, and I can add some little dots as well.
Now, Sylvia's been in touch on Facebook Live. Good morning, Sylvia. Hope you're well. Sylvia said that I might be talking about a pom-pom poppy.
Ooh.
So we're just doing a bit of research on that to see if it is a pom-pom poppy. And it is a pom-pom poppy. Yes, thank you, Sylvia. Thank you very much for emailing in.
And then to make this pop, just where I've got those white bits around the edge, I'm just filling those in with black.
Oh, that is striking, Claire.
So that will just make that pop. There we go. I obviously haven't got my glasses with me. That'd be far too easy. And you can see it's just done straight away, really quickly.
Yeah.
So,
can we just show that to camera number one, Claire? Camera number one.
There we go.
Oh.
And those colours will settle and bleed a little bit
yeah.
more yet. So, but that's
Love that.
kind of super quick. So what we're going to do is I've got a big poppy already coloured in, but you can see I've done exactly the same, and that's just coloured there. In fact, what I'm going to do, because that one matches, I'm going to steal that one and just put the black edge on that one.
Okay.
Take 2 seconds.
This is a nice coloured poppy. I like this one. I wonder if there's one out in the wild of a nice yellow sort of pumpkin colour.
I just fancied that colour. So, you know, that's the great thing in craft, is you can make things whatever colour you want.
Oh, we've had another message from Kim. Thank you for getting in touch, Kim. Kim said that orange and yellow are the large American Clarkson poppies.
Oh my goodness, we've got very educated viewers,
I'm loving
haven't we?
this morning. Please tell us all about your poppies, all the different styles of poppies. I'm loving this. I'm learning as we go.
There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our glue, so our EVA. And I am going
with your precision nibs.
Always precision nibs.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to pop that on a matte
Especially this early in the morning.
Definitely. I'm going to pop that on there. There we go. It's got a tiny, tiny border on it, so I need to line it up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab some masket.
We've got this on the show, Claire.
I love masket.
How do we use it, and what is it?
So masket is It's like temporary adhesive, so it's not very sticky. It comes in a sheet and you stamp on it. It's not normally this colour, it's normally a much prettier colour than that. I've just inked over this one. And I use it, I stamp on it and then cut that out. So then that will sit over this image here. Let's get it lined up. So that will go over there. Come on. Obviously it doesn't want to do it today. There we go. I can't get it quite lined up. There we are. So that will stick, but it's just a temporary stick, so it's not going to damage anything underneath it.
There's no glue on
either.
it or anything like that.
No, and you can use them kind of over and over. They, you know, there'll come a time that they just get a bit tatty and I'd replace them then.
Well, we've got 10 sheets available to you, £9.99, 976 569 is your item number. There they are, all 10 of them, A4 in size, and that means you've got lots of scope to start cutting into them and cutting them down as well. I wonder, Claire, maybe you could make some stencils with those.
You can.
That's a good idea.
You can use them as stencils. You can use them. You can turn it into masking tape.
Yeah.
Not masking tape. Washi tape.
Yes.
So if you stamp on it,
hey, that's a good idea.
it's really good. It looks really cute.
We've also got some mylar on the show as well. If you do want to make your own stencils, I like that stamp you're using, Claire.
This is from Textures 3.
Okay.
And I just love it. I think it's a really cute little stamp.
It's like little cobbles.
Yeah,
or
cobbles or
chicken
netting
wire,
or yeah. And so I just wanted to put a bit of background on there. And then to make our poppy stand out a little bit more, I am just going to grab some ink and just blend that in over the top. And it'll just give me like a little bit of a shadow. So, you know, you could do this with your pencils if you wanted, but this is a really quick way to do it. Just again, just to make your image pop a little bit. You could do it with a brush as well, if you've got your brushes. And although that doesn't look like there's much, once I take that mask off, you'll see that it just makes that image look even cleaner and pop even more. Get my mask off.
I love the reveal. Unfortunately, when I take my mask off, it doesn't have the same effect.
There we go.
Oh, wow, look
so
at
it
that.
just makes it stand out even more on your project.
Claire, that is fantastic.
So what we'll do is we'll layer that up. So again, I'm just putting it onto some of our black super smooth, no, not black super smooth, true black card stuff, find the right words. And again, I've just cut that so it's got a small border. And then I'm going to pop that onto, I did it on a slightly smaller card, but I wanted it to be like really quite impactful. So I've gone even bigger this time. So I've got a 20 by 40 piece of card, and I've just scored it at 20 centimetres in the middle.
I love the way that glue goes on.
Oh, I was going to put that on foam. Never mind. I've put glue on it now. So either way, that will go on there. We might put you on foam. Let's grab a foam pad. So these are our foam pads that we get on the huge roll.
Oh yes, there are a lot of foam pads on that huge roll. I don't know if we've got it on the show actually. We'll have a check. We'll have a check, see if we have. But it's a great addition to your craft room, it really is, because you've always got them at hand. They're good sizes. You can cut them down like Claire's doing here, so it fits your designs. But for £14.95, you can go for your precious Poppies stamp set, and that's the one that Claire is using at the moment.
And we're just going to line that up with the edges of our stamp, and then I'm just going to grab our glossy accents actually, because I wanted some little... I did make sure this was working this morning. Obviously, it doesn't want to work now. There we go. Let's see if I can. Let's just unclog you.
Now, we'll bring the details up for the glossy accents. You get two 59mm glossy accents. There's a lot in there. That's a 59mm you're using there?
Yeah.
£13.99, 33412. 527 is your item number. Well worth going for because they really do add a beautiful little addition to your cards.
There we go.
Yeah, she's unblocked. She's ready to go.
There you go. Oh, maybe not. That's live telly for you, that, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't want to go. It doesn't like me this morning, does it?
Aww.
Do you know what? I'm going to bring the other one in that we put them on earlier, and you can just see
Sometimes
them.
a bit of massaging helps.
It does. It does. I'm going to grab a pokey tool and just do that. Bear with me 2 seconds.
We've all got to wait now to see if it comes out.
Oh, there you go. Look, I've probably done it too much now. There we go.
Oh, brilliant.
But
self-leveling as well, is it?
Yeah,
so you can make those little dots?
Yeah, so they will dry raised.
Yeah.
So that's the nice thing about those, is that they will dry raised. And they just look like little clear gems.
I'll tell you something, it's a great price for 2. It really, really is.
It's a brilliant price.
It is. It certainly is. £13.99, 334127. If you're adding all these items to your basket and your basket comes to £60 or more, just to let you know, you can split the cost over 2 months. It's interest-free payment. It's really easy to sort out. It's called FlexiBuy. And if you're buying on the website, you just tick a box and that's it. And we'll divide the cost over 2 monthly payments. If you're a Freedom member, there's no P&P. If you're not a Freedom member, then your P&P is on your first payment. Right.
Yep, so there we
have
go.
Been using those precious poppy stamps. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? I love the background stamp. That's available for you on the show. The texture stamp set, so you can go and have a look on the website. You've got that lovely poppy stamp, which is from your A5 Precious Poppies stamp set. And you've got 8 stamps in that particular collection. It really is a superb stamp set. You can see that just there. Large poppies, nice big poppies to work with. Again, adding colours of your choice. Been talking about poppies this morning. Or you could just leave it as a monochrome style card, which again, that instant recognisable poppy and those beautiful petals are just there for you. 562526 is your item number when going for your 8 stamps right there. We've also got your poppy stamps with your true red card, and this goes all the way through to the core, the red, which is brilliant. So when you're folding or you're die cutting, you don't need to recolour the sides of your card because it will be red all the way through. A beautiful stamp set, again, displaying poppies in their true beauty. And I've got a couple of samples to show you here. Great for pattern building. Now, have a look at this. You wouldn't think that that is from the same stamp set, but just building up the pattern, isn't that absolutely fantastic? And just takes it to a new level, doesn't it? Or you could use the stamps singularly, equally, looking absolutely beautiful. Love blue poppies, I really, really do. And then you've got that lovely band just going down the card with several poppies on, building up that pattern. Think about creating your own wrapping paper with cards. Think about decorative gift bags, for example, and then maybe using your stamps on fabric. And again, that is a beautiful card. Just bringing the poppies to life there with that gorgeous yellow colour. And then you've got that lovely pink with the ombre going around the outside. £14.95. With this particular stamp collection, you do get the script as well. That's a large stamp. That is a really good size large stamp. And you can use that in the background of your cards. Here's a lovely example of that, you can see. And then you can use that as a background, just put it on to repeat. Maybe just use a tiny part of the script, as you can see there. It looks really effective, doesn't it? Alongside your poppy stamps and other stamps as well. It doesn't have to be used with poppies. You could use that particular stamp with other stamps and collections you have got. £14.95. You're getting 10 of the true red A4 290 GSM cardstock. Try it and love it, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, we do have some dies to cut out those stamps, which, if you don't like fussy cutting, is great, and it's a wonderful addition. We've been very, very busy for this. Now, you can cut out the previous stamps with this particular die set, and they look perfect because you've got that lovely white mark going around the edge, or you can use them without stamping because that image is instantly recognisable. You see, it's brilliant, isn't it? £12.99, 9 stamps in total, 349464 is your item number for that one. Now, let's have a look at the Country Meadows. Love this stamp. I love this stamp set. Right, there it is, as you can see, in its stamp form. Let's have a look at what they look like when they're stamped out. These are beautiful. If you've got any of the Lavinia stamps, or any stamps that have got little fairies or whimsical stamps, for example, I think this is going to be a great addition. Just using these on their own in black, it gives you that beautiful effect. You don't have to use the whole of the stamp. You could use part of it. Let me show you a sample here. Isn't that fabulous? Isn't that lovely? Now, if you look at that, that could be different seasons. You could change the colour of the sky and maybe add a little bit of snow, and that could be the changing of the seasons. You've also got your Just For You, Happy Birthday and Special Friend. You've got your border stamps, and you've also got your little butterflies as well. So you could bring all those together with maybe some other stamps that you've got in your collection, and you can start to build up those whimsical, beautiful scenes. Maybe just using one of the stamps in your masking techniques, you see. So you can use one of the grasses, which look amazing. Here's another card within that style, again, very effective. And you've also got the butterfly in the middle there, which is superb. Now, the next set coming up has a mixture of this set and the next set we're about to see. And the next set we're about to see includes those birds. But you can see there the addition of the meadow just looks absolutely fantastic. You can use these at springtime, autumn, winter, Halloween style cards. £14.95. 437241 is your item number for that particular meadow set. Really like that. It's your country meadow. Now, I did say we've got another stamp set. This is your country scenes. Now, this is fabulous. If you love to build scenes, but you're not confident in drawing, this is going to be a great stamp set to start to build those scenes in the manner that you like. You can use your other stamps that you've got in your collections as well. The detail in here is just incredible. You've got your clouds, you've got your birds flying high, and then look at your barn and the detail that's in there. It's stunning, isn't it? It really, really is. Almost when they're stamped out like this in black, looks like that old newspaper print. So let's show you some samples of how you can use this. You've also got Wishing You a Wonderful Day and With Love and Best Wishes. Actually, just having the animals lined up like that, wouldn't that be a great addition to a piece of stationery or artwork, Claire?
Make like lovely, like say, like note paper.
Yeah, it really, really would. Let's have a look at some samples. The team have worked incredibly hard, and Claire has as well. Isn't that lovely? Again, you've got the scene, which stretches over 4 plaques, but that could change, Claire. You could make that spring, summer, autumn and winter.
Definitely, that'd be really nice to do.
Yeah, it'd be lovely. Some great folding techniques in the cards here, and this is something that you can achieve by going for the super smooth cardstock that we've got on the show. That's a lovely one. I've not seen one like that before. Isn't that lovely? Is that called a particular name?
No, it's a trifold, but then just cut at you know,
angle.
Jaunty angles. Lovely Heather made that.
Yeah, Heather, you've done a really good job there. I like that. Now, you might just want to use a few of the stamps, but it makes a difference. Smiley face. Smiley face, isn't it, with the butterflies? I like that. Ooh, ooh, and a little bit of that. Here's a bit early for that, isn't it? Look at that. I like that. It's a good idea.
It's really nice, isn't it? So just you can pinpoint the bits you want to look at.
There's a traditional scene. I think that's one of my favourites. I love that nice sepia image.
Yeah.
And, oh, I remember this from last time. Are you ready? These two side by side. Look at that. Oh, is it? Oh, Glittery Kate. Is this Glittery Kate?
It is.
Glittery Kate. Oh, I remember Glittery Kate. Have we got some more from Glittery Kate?
I think there's some up at the back.
I've
hidden them from you.
Oh, have you? Oh, you know I'm addicted to Glittery Kate. That is remarkable. All of them actually are remarkable, but I love that one. £14.95, 251794 is your item number. Let's move on to your super smooth cardstock. This is 15 by 30. And along with your cardstock, Claire, do you get the instructions?
You do, yes.
Yes.
So you get 10 card folds with it. And with the 15 by 30, you also get the frame instructions as well.
Oh, excellent. They will come with you. They won't come with you, sorry. They'll come alongside your cardstock when you order it. 906 395. You can stamp on this, you can do all your different embossing techniques.
Yeah, you can stamp on it, you can ink on it, you can use your spritzes on it. Anything goes, really. It's just a fab cardstock. It die cuts beautifully.
Wow. And, you know, we've been talking about true black, true red. This is true white all the way through.
Yeah, it is.
And that's important because when you are taking your cardstock through your die cutting machines, it's really important that when you have die cut, you don't get a different colour of white or a different colour of black or a different colour of red in the middle.
Yeah, and for me, the biggest thing is it's always the same. So it's not if you buy one batch, it's slightly different. It's always exactly the same.
Absolutely fantastic. £14.99, 300 GSM, you get 150 sheets. That's a lot. Right, we've got some more Super Smooth for you. This is your 20 by 40. Again, you get your instructions with this, don't you, Claire?
Definitely. So this is brilliant for your larger cards.
Yep.
And the thing about 20 by 40 is you can't really cut it down from anything else yourself.
Yes.
Unless you've got a huge guillotine.
Yeah.
So for me, the fact it comes unscored and I can do exactly what I want to with it is fabulous. And in the instructions for that, you do get the instructions to make the little pizza box as well.
Oh, you had me at pizza. You had me at pizza. You can put anything else in the box that you want to, but you did have me at pizza there, Claire. £14.99, great price. 60 sheets in total, 300 GSM, 20 by 40. Right, we've got some watercolour card for you now. Now, Claire, it's really important to get the right watercolour card, isn't it? Especially when you're starting out. Starting? There's another word, get it in the dictionary. Starting out on your watercolour journey, because if you get the wrong card and you start to use your watercolours and it goes wrong, you lose your confidence, don't you?
Definitely. And for me, Pink Frog Super Smooth, Pink Frog watercolour is just brilliant. So it's got a little tiny bit of texture on it, but it's smooth enough that I can stamp on it, I can do all my techniques on it, and I can watercolour on it. And one of the girls who works in the warehouse does some beautiful actual like watercolouring on it.
Oh, wow.
Lovely Caroline.
Well,
so.
I can agree with you there because I do have some Pink Frog Crafts watercolour cardstock and it is superb for using with your watercolour techniques. 217888 is your item number, £13.99, and that's your 15 by 30 centimetres. So it's a good size. Of course, you can cut into it and you can cut it down if you want to. You can score it, you can fold it, do whatever you like with it. 217888. Now, we have got a mix pack for you here. This is a great opportunity to get some coloured cardstock and also your super smooth white stock as well. £10.75. Great price for 75 sheets in total. You've got 50 sheets of the white and then 25 of the colours. That's 5 of each colour. So just to give you an idea of what your cards and your box cards can look like when you're using a mix of colours. So you've got the black in the background there and the super smooth white at the front. So that's a really nice way of making a card. You could just use the black with some white writing on there. That's also very effective. You've got your green in there. So some really good Christmas colours because of your green and your reds, and you've got your blues in there as well. £10.75, 441867 is your item number, and you get 75 sheets in total. It's 15 by 30 centimetres. Now, should we have some razzle dazzle? Let's go for some assorted red. This is absolutely phenomenal. I love the effect that you get with the cardstocks that we've got here. You've got your low shed glitter, your A4 mirror, you've got your A4 red satin, you've got your satin gloss, you've got 16 sheets in total. What does the H stand for, Claire? Mirri H?
It just means it's the top quality mirri that they do.
Ooh.
So if you look at it, you can see like a reflection in it. So it's just top quality mirri.
Now, have I just been saying it wrong all this time? I've been calling it mirror card.
So mirri is a brand, but it's like the top quality mirror card.
Interesting.
So if you want that beautiful shine, you want to go for Mirri, and Mirri H is like the deluxe version.
Look at that. Look, I mean, that is amazing. Can you see that at home? That reflection. Now you can see there just how fabulous that is in that reflection. Brilliant, I love that. Non-shed glitter, always popular. Great for going through your die cutting machines, isn't it?
It is. I think is that the low shed?
The low shed. When I said non-shed, I meant low shed. Yes, I did. Again, Janice, pay attention. But still great if you go through your die cutting
It does go through your die cutting machine beautifully, and it is like super low shed.
Wow, look at that again. Yeah, it certainly is. Just giving that a bit of a rub. Nothing on the hands there. Now, this is just delightful. We have this in the gloss and the satin, don't we?
We do, and it's just beautiful. To try and find words to describe this, I always struggle slightly because it's just stunning.
It is, it's mesmerising. It looks almost like the reflection of water or maybe oil and water collectively. That one is the satin. It almost looks like there's a film over it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you want to open the curtains and delve inside that wonderful world of just design. It also reminds me actually of a chocolate. Yeah, almost like luxury chocolate.
Yeah, and I think both the satin and the satin gloss for me definitely scream luxury.
Yeah, look at that. You can see them both together there.
Kind of like ball gowns and opulent Christmas presents and things like that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, this does actually say Christmas. Absolutely fantastic. Luxurious top quality card, £12.99. 639989 is your item number. And then we have got another mixed pack for you. This is your 20 by 40. Great size here. You've got a whole combination of colours. So you've got your blues, your greens, your reds and your brown in there. Now I remember when you launched the brown, actually we were incredibly busy.
Yeah, it's just a really good colour. It's a nice base colour, but you know, if you're doing kind of autumn cards, if you're looking to die cut anything, great for making frames as well, that size.
Yeah, it certainly is. Let me pick up a frame to show you. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Adding your effects on there. So what will this cardstock take? Will it take your alcohol markers and your watercolours?
It will, because it's coloured, you won't see as much of some of those effects on it. So with those, I would use things like my darker inks and embossing and things like that where I could see it. But great for embossing through embossing folders as well. It'll show up really well on those, and your gilding waxes. Superb.
£14.99. Does the colour go all the way through to the core on each of them?
Of course it does.
493571 is your item number. You can stock up. Now, you can shop by brand. If you head to the website, you can go there and see all the different cardstock, quality cardstock. It makes a difference. It will make a difference to you. And if you are just starting out with your crafting journey of paper craft, then you come to the right place at the right time. All those different colours, you've got your blues, your whites, you've got your multicoloured, you've got your luxurious card as well. Don't go for what I say. Look at the 5-star reviews upon 5-star reviews upon 5-star reviews. That's what we've got here with Pink Frog Crafts. So the website is where you can head to. Any questions, of course, you can email in. It is studio@thecraftstore.com. Right, we are with Claire this morning. It's great to have your company. My name is Janice. Hello. Claire, what are we going to have a look at now?
We're going to play with...
We're going to play?
We are.
Yeah,
we are going to play, demonstrate.
I wanted to play a game.
We're going to play with the stamper ring from Pearly Winks.
Okay.
So we love our friends at Pearly Winks.
We do.
And where we've got some of our...
Donna and Simon, if you're watching, good morning.
Good morning. So for some of the little builder stamps that are in country
scenes?
Country meadows.
Country
there
meadows.
You go. These work brilliantly with the stamper ring. So I am taking this little tiny stamp, and we are going to make a whole wreath with it. So I'm going to start with a brown colour. I'm just using frayed burlap. So it just fits into my stamping press. Now, the great thing about the Pearly Winks stamper ring is it's got 16 little slots on it.
Okay.
So it gives me plenty of scope. So to start with, I'm using every other because I don't want to clean my stamp in between. So
can you use this as a stencil as well?
You could, yeah. So it comes with 2 sizes of stamper ring, so it does this size and a smaller one.
Great idea.
But then they give you all the cutout bits as well. So you can use them to stencil with, to do all kinds of things with.
I've not seen these. This is the first time I've seen this.
So
fascinated. What an absolutely
It's
Genius
brilliant.
idea.
So I'm doing every other at the moment.
Yeah.
And you can see that's already filling up
And you're
quite
just moving
nicely.
it.
I'm just moving it.
Lining it up.
And I'm just, yeah, it fits in there. So it's just a piece of card. So for the bigger one, it's just cut at 5 inches. Oh, I love the way I've got a smudge on it. Of course I've got a smudge on it. That's what trying to do it really quickly happens. So there, I've just used one stamp and stamped that 8 times.
That is brilliant.
What I'm going to do now is turn it to almost like the missing slots.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to there and I'm going to use a different ink. So it looks great at the minute, but it looks a little bit geometrical, which if that's what you're going for would be brilliant.
I do like it. Almost looks like a rose.
But I'm going to go back in and this is going to fill. So I'm moving it again 2 slots round.
If you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, I wouldn't remember which ones I've done and which ones I haven't done. You know, if you get some of those little coloured dots, you know, the sticky dots that you can put on and take off, you could just line up your dots and go round. Let's say all the green dots is going to create your circle. Then you can go round on the red dots and create a larger image.
So for me, I just go 1, 2, and then I know where I am. And I always turn it clockwise. So as long as you turn it the same way, you can see where you are. 1, 2. And I just love the fact it gives your
And you've got a good association now with Pearlywinks.
We
Front
have.
Crafts and Pearlywinks work together, don't they?
They do, and I think that's a lovely combination, you know, so 2 businesses working together. So yeah, we're lucky because it means I get to play with the sprays. So. And the stamper ring. So I am loving my stamper ring. 1, 2. So excuse the...
It's a great price at $12.99, isn't it?
It is, and you get all kinds of... These are all the other bits that you get with it as well. So you get an insert. So if you put that in there, you can... Hold on. That would then... You do it on a smaller piece.
Wow.
And then you get all your different elements. Have you not seen these? Oh, they've been about a little while.
Have they?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry I've not seen these before, but I'm absolutely blown away with these.
Honestly, I am
Doesn't it make life easy?
Absolutely loving it. It's just a great piece of kit. I love mine. I am going to grab one that hasn't got my mucky fingerprints on, but it does exactly the same.
Just to reiterate, what you've got there in the back, is that everything that you get?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so you get lots. You get, you know, a whole load of stencils as well with it.
Let's have a look. Now, wow. $12.99 for all of those. You can use them as stencils. You can use them to stamp around and make that ring. That is just incredible value for money at $12.99. I think everyone needs to go for one of those. Actually, we're very, very busy for it as well. Over a quarter of the stock gone already. 977791 is your item number. What a fabulous idea. What a brilliant idea, especially with Christmas coming up, Claire. And not wreaths, wreaths. I always get that wrong. Wreaths. Are very, very popular when it comes to card making. They just look beautiful, don't they? That circle, it's just pleasing. So yeah, very, very busy for that. $12.99, 977791 is your item number. That's Claire.
And then I'm just adding some little butterflies because I wanted this not necessarily to be a Christmas wreath. So we've got a couple of butterflies in that same set.
Oh, they're lovely. That's from the meadow.
It is, yeah.
I do like that. I do like that set.
We'll pop one more over there. But again, you know, if you did those in oranges and browns, you'd get a more kind of autumnal look maybe.
And you've actually got 3 different butterflies in that set.
You have.
Which is really nice. So you've got 3 different designs. We'll bring the details up. So you've got the butterfly that has the dangly bits. There is a name for that butterfly, and I can't think what it is. It's not the Admiral butterfly, but it's the one, oh, what is it? No, I forgot. It's not a fairy butterfly, not a dancing butterfly. Oh, I forgot. Anyway, it's that butterfly there. And then you've got the traditional butterflies just here. So you've got 3 stamps in total. 3 stamps. That one, I think, has got the antennae on. Yes, it has, but that one doesn't. So 3 different butterflies, which is lovely, isn't it? And then you've got Just For You, Happy Birthday and Special Friend, £14.99. But you also get the borders and you get those lovely meadow scenes. This is a go-to stamp set, isn't it, Claire?
I adore this stamp set, and just its versatility is huge. So, you know, even if you just look at those top 3 stamps, there's so much you can do with those little ones, and then you've got the big scenes as well, so it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's absolutely superb. £14.95. 431241 is your item number. Something else we want to show you. Oh, we've got an update on that stamper ring, Claire. Oh, a limited stock.
No.
Oh, I knew you'd love that. Thank you, Claire, for introducing it to me. Thank you for introducing it to everyone out there. 977791 is your item number. That's going to work terrifically with the stamp sets and paper and cardstock we've got on the show. Oh, it's just sold out. Just sold out. Buy stamper ring.
Buy stamper ring.
Oh, how long have we got left on the show? We've got about 6 minutes, Claire. I'm going to show you something different. So we could finish this off. Yeah.
Should I finish this off?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I've taken my 15 by 30, I've scored it at 15 and I've scored it at 7.5, and that will make you a Z fold card. So nice and easy. Let's pop the scoreboard out of the way. And then I've matted our little ring onto some brown cardstock. So onto the true brown. And then I am going to use some foam pads to stick that down. And again, I just love layers.
I really like that brown card as a background rather than black. It's softer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It just softens it a little bit. So still draws your eye in, still creates that frame.
And it's a nice brown.
Yeah.
It's a nice... I can't describe what kind of brown it is. It's just a nice brown.
It's a very deep brown, so it fits on there.
And remember, all the cardstock, the colour goes all the way through. Why is that important? Well, if you're die cutting or scoring, sometimes in certain cardstock, you will score a coloured card and then that white core will start to come through. That's not going to happen with your true unscored card. You've got your brown, the red, the blue and the green. If you're watching in black and white, that just meant nothing. £14.99, 493571. Some people still watching black and white. I don't know. I don't know.
And I do like a matching inside on my card, so I am just going to stamp this. So this is our little border, and I should have probably stamped it before I did all that. That's okay. So again, this is a border from the same set from Country Meadows. And I just want to draw the eye into the centre. And I've just made a little topper for the middle. So again, I've just used the same stamps that I've used, and I am just going to pop that in the middle. So it just brings all of that together in there, like that.
Oh, that's lovely.
But I do love a matching inside. I'm just clean that glue, pop the end on, good housekeeping. And there we go.
Oh, Claire, that is lovely.
So, and I just love its simplicity. You could add a message in the middle if you wanted to, but I quite like the fact I could use that for anything.
Wow.
So it's a good store cupboard one.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Claire, we've got about 3 minutes left of the show. Can I put you on the spot?
Yes.
And say, give us a quick demo. Give me a quickie.
Give me 2 seconds.
To end the show.
You're going to love this. So, I have already stamped and heat embossed this in our inks, and I'm going to grab these. And I want to show you how to ink blend using a jelly plate.
Ooh,
so
excellent.
I need a brayer. So again, if ink blending isn't your thing, so we'll just pop some of that on there, and we'll just do 2 colours and blend it, and a bit of pink.
Now, if you went for one of the round stamps that Dolly Dimples, our
it'd help
Charmaine
if I
had
took
on the
the
other day, you could also
off.
do this technique on that as well. So if you're sat at home thinking, well, I don't have jelly plate, or you do, great, Or if you've got the round stamp that we had the other day from Dolly Dimples, you can also do this technique on there.
So that'll give us our first press, but you can
Wow.
see that colour already starts.
Wow.
And so if people say to me, "Oh, ink blending's so difficult," and you know, I find it, you know, kind of tricky, and I just about get there, and then I smudge it. This is a really quick way to ink blend.
Hey, this is fantastic, Claire.
And it gets into all the nooks and crannies as well, because obviously it's a gel plate, and you can just build up that
And
colour.
doesn't it show how fabulous those meadow stamps are? Now, have you embossed your meadow?
I have. I've done that with some black heat emboss, some black powder, and I could take a print off that actually, and we'll do that. We'll do that in the next show. We'll take a print, so you can like double print when you do this.
What time is the next show, Claire?
11.
11 o'clock today.
Yeah, but you can see it builds up those colours beautifully.
Now, Claire, do you amaze yourself when you think it's 5 to 8 on a Saturday morning and you are creating some amazing designs? Well, really, let's face it, we should all be in bed asleep. We're all together, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, and for me, I'm always amazed. I look at something and think, that's just paper. And, you know, you do all of that just with paper.
Now, the paper you're using there,
that's
super smooth?
That's actually watercolour, but it works on both, actually. I've done it on both.
OK. We do have both on the show.
But again, you know, if watercolouring isn't your thing, and then what we can do is...
Now, we have got 50 seconds left. If we don't finish this particular card, come back at 11 o'clock and we'll see how this goes. I think we're going to put some shimmer on there.
We are. And the bigger drops as well. Just let it settle for a minute, and that will just take some of the colour off and give us a nice,
Claire,
a nice shine to it.
What a lovely quickie to finish
Claire,
off the show
there you go.
with. Oh, thank you, Claire. That really is amazing. Look at that. We have those meadow stamps on the show. We've got the watercolour cardstock and the super smooth. And Claire will be back at 11 o'clock today. Thank you, Claire.
Thank you, Janice.
You've earned yourself a donut and a coffee.
Let's do it.
I don't know where we're going to get them from, but we'll give it a go. Thanks, Claire. We'll see you back at 11 o'clock. Stay where you are, though, because we've got something coming up next.